Good morning. I'm Kathy, growing in Glories garden. I just wanted to come on today to show you all what I'm doing out in the garden, doing a little work for real in the garden today. I have everything. All my plants are moved back. I have everything out from this area. I'm going to be getting my husband to come in and weed eat this grass down as low as it could get to the dirt. And I think that's about as low as it could get. Get it down real short, and then I'm going to come in with some cloth and put some cloth down all the way down here. As y'all can see, this grass is quite tall and thick, grows in between the bricks. And so I'm going to have him to come in, weed eat the grass. I'm going to lay some cloth down. And hopefully between the cloth and the wood chips, it'll keep the grass out. And hopefully I have enough cloth. I also have some cardboard if I have to, because some areas are so thick with grass. Cardboard might be what I need to use. And I'm going to do the same on this side over here with the okra and peppers and all that, the eggplant and cucumber corner. I'm going to do the same over here. Get all this, move everything back. It's going to be a little tricky with the cucumber corner because it's on the trellis. And I do have one cucumber coming in back there in that bag. So it'll be a little tricky to move it, but I'm going to figure it out. And the eggplant, I'm going to do the same all around here from Eggplant Point, around here to Citrus Grove. And we're going to do the same. Get all this stuff up, move it out of the way, get my husband to come in and weed eat it. Everything as low as he can. Rake these wood chips out. Trying to save all the wood chips I can to put back in place and to add some fresh to it. You can't even hardly see the wood chips up here because the grass has taken it over along with the dolly weed. So, you know, it's hard to put all this grass from the root, but you can smother it out with cardboard and garden cloth and cardboard and stuff like that, and wood chips is what I meant to say too. So we're going to do that all the way around this outside part of the garden, and some stuff may get rehomed because I've been thinking what I'm going to do with the fruit orchard. My trees are really growing around that Citrus Grove, and the mulberry tree is really growing, and I have to be able to do something to it. I'm going to get all this stuff cleaned up right here, put it back in this place, all my soil and stuff. I love to keep soil on hand just in case I want to plant something, but I have a corner for it right down there. That dolly folds up and it'll be out of the way. But as you can see, the mulberry plant, it's a dwarf mulberry, but you see how tall it is. That's taller than me because the camera's going up. So that's taller than me. That's one dwarf mulberry. Then I have another one right here, and they're taller than the papaya tree right now. So I need to be able to give them room to do what they need to do to grow. The blueberry bush is even standing tall. I have that cherry plant that's right behind that blueberry bush. She's really growing and needs space to stretch out. So I'm gonna have to thin things out. And in order to thin things out, that means to shift things around some. So I'll be doing that. It all may not get done today because today is the outside of the garden. What's out on the ground, we're gonna be taking care of that today. So I have everything out of the way over here. And I'm going to rake back my wood chips as much as possible to try to save those, to put those back. I have a couple of bags over there, so I'll be adding some, and I can also run out to get some if needed, which I probably will because I try to put it down a little thick, but that wasn't enough to block the grass out in between the bricks. You know, where a brick is, then it's always that grass coming in, and the wood chips just wasn't enough. It was able to push through, and it's getting real tall, and I don't want to be sticking my hand down in anything and something surprise me, you know, so I don't want to do that. And I'm going to kind of redesign the whole garden because I need to move the green stalk towers because the ginger shampoo, I think they got so much of the fertilizer that flows out of the green stalk towers. This first row is just very tall, and these things have never been this tall before. Never ever. And I'm not seeing any of the little pineapple bulbs right now, but you know, they're just super tall. But I just wanted to come on and give you a before picture, a little before video, and I'll come back and let you see the after results. I'm not gonna record myself bending over, working, raking, or whatever. But I'm gonna do just this part, show you the before look, and then I'm gonna show you the after. And all we're doing today mainly is working on here, on the outside of the garden, the outside of the patio. When you step off the patio onto the ground, we're just doing that area today. So this is what it looks like now. And it may be later on today when I do the ending to this video, because I decided that on my off days, I'm coming out early in the morning, working the garden, and then by 11 o'clock, 11:30 at the latest, I'm gonna be done till about 6 o'clock. It is just entirely too hot, and drinking Gatorade and water is not doing it for me. I get extremely hot. The other day I got weak, had to go in, sit down, cool off for a few hours, and come back out later. So I'm gonna just be wise and take care of myself, because if I'm laid up in the hospital somewhere suffering from heat exhaustion, then I can't be in my garden. And I much rather be out here in the garden than to be in the bed or at the hospital somewhere getting attention because I done had heat exhaustion. All right, well, that's it for right now. I'll come back with the part 2 and let you see the ending, the final look rather. Okay, I've gotten everything moved all the way up to Cucumber Corner. So I've moved everything. These little pavers here, they are super heavy, but I just got them on, lift them up, got them on this corner, and just walked it corner to corner till I got it out of the way. But they are heavy. And I've already taken me a 10-minute break on the inside. I stayed out here for 30 minutes. Once I got this side over here cleared and raked and everything, then I took a break, because some of those pavers over there, they're heavy too. They seem thin, but they are so solid. And so I came back out. I got started on this side, got the plants moved, got the pavers moved. Now I'm just gonna go with my little handy dandy Dollar Tree rake and rake up my wood chips on this side. And then my husband will come out and cut the grass once I get all the way down to Eggplant Point. Dave done came out here and he done cut the grass down for me. Got it down to the nubs. That's how I want it, all the way down. You can go ahead. Okay, I'm back out here again. It's still later in the day. We took a long break from this morning when we got started. I now have my cloth down as best I can. I'll be putting everything back in place and putting mulch around it. Well, this is what we've done today. This is where potato bin starts. That starts this end of the garden. So I've accomplished that, and we completed it over here. I need to put a piece of the cloth back down. I ran out of little stakes to get it down, to keep the cloth down, but I'm not worried about that area too much, because the brick is going to be sitting, one of these pavers is going to be sitting right on that. Of course, that's Cucumber Corner. Everything's looking a little drab now because it needs water. I missed and pulled it up out of the root right there, but it's going to be okay. And the stone is going to sit right there. We already have the citrus orchard back in place. That's back in place. We do have a little further out here. That's the corner of Eggplant Point right here. And we have this little extra piece out. On the camera, it doesn't look as much space as it is, but it's a good little piece, because I usually don't have it all the way out there. You know, we got so many roots in the ground here, all these trees. But yep, so far we've got everything done so far. As well, not everything done, but we have all the cloth put down. The grass has been weed-eated. I've raked the wood chips back. Husband weed-eat the grass. We have the cloth down, and we're starting to put things back in place. I just came back on. I'm pausing in between. It's been so hot. This is hours later versus when I got started at 9 o'clock this morning. I got so hot I had to go in for a couple of hours. I've been coming out working an hour and going back in, taking 15-20 minutes break. The heat is just doing something to me, because I remember the time I could be out here all day long in the heat. It didn't bother me at all. Now I just cannot do that. But these are the plants, and we're going to start putting them back in place. My husband's been out here helping me on and off. And then when I call quits, let's go in the house, get something to drink, and cool off. So I go in there, kick my boots off, and cool off, take my little hair down, because my hair be wet, and just sit there and chill out and cool off, watch another gardener show video. But that's what we have done so far. And I'll come back and let y'all see more steps that we're taking. Okay, this is where we're at now. Have all our weed cloth down. Have all the pavers back in place. Have all the plants back on their pavers. And the only thing left to do, I have all my light fixtures back in place. And one thing that's left to do is to put down the wood chips. This is over here in Cucumber Corner. I don't think my cucumber is going to make it. I'll probably just take that little cucumber off that's on there and throw me some more seeds down in there. I think it's just entirely too hot today. The eggplant is still hanging on, all the peppers. I think the cucumber plant is the only thing that I've lost today. And that's probably because I missed and pulled it up out of the soil. But I did pull it up by the root. I stuck it back in, put some water on it. I'll see how it do. But this is what we have. I just took the old wood chips. I didn't keep those. There was so much stuff mixed up in it by the time I got through raking and moving everything around, and the grass was weedy down and everything. So I just raked some of it around my fig tree, some of it around that plant all the way down to the back. Not this first one, but that one there. And this is what it's looking like. So, and I'm really, really hoping that this keeps the grass down. It has been extremely hot here today. Feel like temp was 100. So we've been working on this project really all day, working on it in increments, coming outside, working for like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, going back in, cooling off, then sitting down for about 15, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at the most, and then coming back out, getting something done. And that's just the way we had to do it. It's hot, and I was feeling lightheaded again, so I was just like, nah, it's not worth passing out trying to get this garden done. And now that it's getting later, the mosquitoes are out. And I'm trying to fight them because they're following me around. It's so thick up in here. I think I probably stirred them up too by raking this grass. I heard somebody say they put some 7 down in their grass for the mosquitoes. I have some 7. I think I'm going to just try sprinkling some of that around. I do have a pet, but my pet rarely comes to the backyard, and I want to see if that helps some, because the kids do come out here and run and play. And every time they try to run and play, it stirs up the mosquitoes. But yep, just showing you that we're almost done. The wood chips will be the last thing that I do today. And I'm pretty sure I may have to run out and get some more, because I only have 2 bags left. And I think this might take up more than 2 bags. But just wanted you all to see what's going on in Glory's garden. I will come back after I put the wood chips down to let you see the total complete finished project. Okay, I am back out here in the garden. Just came back on to show you all that I decided against the wood chips. I actually did have some wood chips down along this whole area, and I picked them all up. I didn't like it. I had them down here yesterday. This is a whole nother day today. Ooh, I don't have my sunglasses out here. This is a whole nother day, and I didn't like the wood chips down. I like this look better, and it's clearer, a little neater to me, and cleaner. And then this morning, the first thing I had to do this morning is deal with the belly crawler. And so this was the best thing for me. I got those wood chips up. There they are right there. And I'll be tacking this down further, because I didn't worry about tacking it in some places. I didn't worry about tacking the cloth in some places because I knew the wood chips would be down, but it's not going to be any wood chips. So, and the belly crawler today, he came in this way, and I was coming out this way, and I just started saying, okay, I'm out here, I'm gonna get these wood chips up. I thought about all the pests that I seen under the wood chips when I was raking them, the roaches and stuff like that. And I was just like, I really didn't like it, but I liked the look of the wood chips down. So I thought about it overnight, and I changed my mind. So I came out to start picking up some of the decor, because I had set the decor back down, the rock, colorful little white rocks with the little word garden sayings and stuff on it. I had put those down last night. So I came back out this morning. I say, well, you go ahead on and get these wood chips up while it is, still hot, but not burning hot, before the sun, really gets out and it gets too hot to be doing anything out here. And so I started that. And as soon as I stooped down to start picking up the rocks, like this rock right here, and I saw the tail end of it swing through here. And I was like, what was that? And I said, well, the tail of a snake when you see one. So I keep my hoe now right here on this tree. That's where it stays. And so I grabbed that because I was right here with this first rock right here. So I grabbed the hoe, went walking around. I didn't see him. So I went back on the inside part of the patio, and I didn't see him. I was like, well, I know he's out here. He didn't get away that quick, And my granddaughter, Janelle, she came out. Let me turn y'all around. My granddaughter, Janelle, she came out. And I told her, I said, it's a snake out here, I say, so I hope you got your boots on. Even though I knew it was a non-venomous snake or whatever, I still make them have their boots and stuff on most of the time. And so she said, yeah, I got mine on. I said, it's a snake out here. And I finally came and I saw him down over here in the Citrus Grove area, which was right here. He was right here up under the lemon tree. And the way that I only had 4 blocks holding this bucket up, and I had him just sitting around like in a circle. So it was an opening. So he was under there in the opening. And by the time my husband came out, we drug it off, and he wasn't under there. So we didn't know where he went. And so I told Janelle, I said, if you're not scared, walk to the inner part of the patio and just kind of like stump your feet, and she did. And sure enough, that made him come out, and he came right towards me trying to get away, and he stopped. And that's when I took him out. So he's no longer in the garden. And I have been to the store, the Walmart. They had some snake away, so I had bought a big bag of that, and we'll get that put down. But I decided against wood chips, because I thought about it. This look here is not a bad look. It's not a bad look. It's clear. I can see what's out here, and the snake that we always get in the yard is those big garden snakes. They're different sizes. This one wasn't as big as the one that we seen before, and the one we seen before was smaller than the one we seen the last time. So we're getting them in the garden, and I don't want them to be able to hide up in it under anything like this right here, the end of the cloth. I do have some more tacks. I went to the store and bought some longer nail tacks just for this, so I could keep that down. And then what I've been waiting for in the mail was this fencing. I just wanted to put something up. To me, that looks cute. I could have got green, but it's so much green in this garden. Everything out here is green except for my green stalk towers. You know, all the plants are green and everything else is growing green. The trees are green. And so I just wanted a different color besides green, and I didn't want black. So I decided to get white. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm putting this white fencing up. Maybe later on I might change my mind about the wood chips, the mulch or whatever, but as of now I'm not putting any of it down. I think it looks great the way it is. I'm well pleased with it, so that's what I'm gonna do. And this little rock decor, I just threw them there because I was like, well, I'm not gonna put them out. I have to put the wood chips down, but I changed my mind about that. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it just like this. This is the corn alley and potato bin still around here. I think those potatoes are ready to come up out of there. I have a bag of potato stuff right here. It hasn't done anything. It started growing and the flowers grew up and I covered them up and whatever. It did nothing else after that. So that's done. I'm gonna just dump it, see what's in it, and collect my soil and move on to something else. Maybe put some potatoes down and have a fall harvest or something like that. But yeah, that's what I decided to do. Just leave no wood chips and to put the fencing down. I will come back on the video and let you all see the fencing. Okay, now on this side we have the fencing completely done. Just came back to show you all the finished product. This is the finished look. Maybe some more decor or something down. But other than that, I'm going to put some more stakes in the ground to hold down the cloth better in areas where it would have been wood chips holding it down. But other than that, this is it. And what I do like about it, without the wood chips being down, it's more flat, and I can add pots of flowers or plants or whatever that I want to. It's a lot of space up in here where I could add different things, because I do have 2 more pepper plants that I'm going to be bringing out, and I could just sit them down right here at Pepper Point right here. But you see how much space it is, and it's a little space behind as well, but I do like that. So that's it for this video. I'm ending it here. Thank you for your patience if you stuck with this video to the end. It was quite lengthy. The sun just was doing a number on me yesterday, and I just could not be out here straight all day for 3 or 4 hours just to get this done. But the first step was me moving everything out of the way. And then raking back the wood chips. Then my husband came out and he weed-eated the grass down to the dirt as low as he could get it. And then we put down the cloth and added everything back into its proper place. And now I'm putting up the fence. And I do have fencing on this side, and I just need to finish down here with the corn and the potato bin, corn alley and potato bin, and then I will be done. Of course, I brought enough fencing, because if you know anything about me, I always overbuy, because I just do not like to run out of stuff. I do not like to wait on things. But I do pretty good, because I order. Usually I just go in the store here locally and buy stuff. But this fencing was a pretty good price on Amazon. So I got it off of Amazon. And I think it might have been $30. And it was so many feet, because I have all of that over there in front of Tomato Alley. Let me show you. I'm going to turn you around. All of that over there in Tomato Alley. And starting right here in Okra Avenue. All of this area. Coming on down to Pepper Place. I was calling it Pepper Point, but Pepper Place. Right here, the Cucumber Corner, Eggplant Point. All the way around here. And it covered all through here, through Citrus Grove. and that was one link. All of that was just one link. So that was more than enough. But I bought 3 packs of that so I can make sure I had enough. But yep, that's it, guys. I thank you all who stuck with me to the end of this video, like I was saying before. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Give me any suggestions down here in the comments. And that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good Sunday night.